Looking live at the Link. Welcome, football fans, to Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, there's an NFC fighting store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have. Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first, guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. A play fake now Hurts to throw. Flush out now to his left. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
18 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, he's keeping it again. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
14 yards on the play. That's good for another Eagles.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
With Barkley. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. It's Barkley again. defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. No gain for them on 2nd and goal, and now they need 8 on 3rd.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
25-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Greg Reynolds to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 24. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little shorter than 35. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Motioning Williams left. On first down, it's Gibbs. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action here with Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff on 3rd. Big strike here to Williams. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. From the gun, Goff. And there's another one to Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He hits a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On the move, headed right. He's keeping it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st down from the red zone. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
The 9-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles hold a slim 2-point lead early. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
10, line 7. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's
off
all
for
set for the kickoff. Reynolds with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to the link right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got it first to begin the frame. On the draw, this is Gibbs. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Zach Bond with the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Awareness. Awareness is so critical of where those defenders are down the field to find that open receiver. But it's just as important, Kate, in the pocket. Having awareness of what's going on around you, the QB didn't. And the defense registers a sack.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Goff to the air now. Looking for a target. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Devontae Smith. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Gets it out wide, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action, Hurts has it. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, Hurts steps up and he's running with it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for another Eagles.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
A 26-yard attempt.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! Picked up and on the move now inside the 20.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Goff setting to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down, Lions.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49. It's the 2-minute warning now from the Lynx. The Lions in need of some points before the break. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another one for Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he'll go down here at the 16. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun, Goff. Escapes out to the left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Dotson now in motion right. From the 33 on 2nd down. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play fake with Hurts. Now here he goes. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This one from 47 yards away. Elliott connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. That's to Laporta again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Khalif Raymond to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Gall. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And now they face 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Detroit.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 now. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Goff to the air now. Setting up the screen. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. He's back to throw. It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw from Goff. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A pitch out to Montgomery. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Throwing is gone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the third.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They give to Barkley, left side. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
No play action, here's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. That's good for another Eagles. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Barkley will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They send St. Brown in motion left. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Hits his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Gone. Short pass brought in. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Screen here for Gibbs. He has room past the 25. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. And off the play fake, here's Goff. This throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Goff setting the throw. And he's got it. It's in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions now trail by just a point in the 4th. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
20-all.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Juke the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
13 yards on the play. That's good for another Eagles.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. This one's caught. Smith has it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
27, Lions 20.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Lions offense returning to the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Gibbs now from the gun. Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Goff to the air now. Complete to St. Brown. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Goff. Gets this one to Patrick. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
And the Lions first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Goff on 1st and 10. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Goff back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Lions down by 7. Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Back to throw it. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Shipley now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
17 yards.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Back to throw. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Looks like the Lions going with a dime set here, 3rd down. Throwing now. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Hits him on the out route. And there'll be no game-winning touchdown in this one. That tackle ends this ball game. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.